It's been a while, man. It's been about a year or so since we had a chance to see you. So
been a bit.
What's been going on, man? Let us know what you've been working on and what you've been up to in the meantime.
Been chilling. Been training. Probably the longest I've trained, so it's been good. It's been good.
What's the focus been during training? I mean, did you purposely take this long away to take some extra time?
Nah, it kind of just worked out like that. I went to America in the start of the year. Moved there. I planned to stay there, and then the Rona hit. So what do? I had to go home, be with my boy, and be close to him. And then just fights didn't fall through, and kept going, and then now we're here. So I think it might have been a blessing and a curse.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, sometimes we hear like that's the time you get better, right? Is when you don't have a training camp, you're not preparing for an opponent, you're just training. Do you feel like you've been able to do that, or is the pandemic made it tough?
I've been switched on. Obviously, I had to. Three losses kick you in the ass a little bit, you know what I mean? So I had to have a sit down with myself and have a kind of little look at what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. And I feel a lot more prepared mentally and physically. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get in there and punch on.
I was wondering, I mean, did you get to a point, like, I mean, I feel like you got a lot of fame, like, early in your career, and, like, you were like a personality almost. Did it get to a point where you're like, I'm just enjoying being, like, that guy versus, like, really having to put in the work to be a fighter?
Not so much like that. I've never changed as in me. I'm kind of just me, but the sport and what I want to do and kind of how fast I was going up, I kind of had to... I had to kind of sit back and kind of think, what, fuck, you're going to give this a good crack, or you're going to just sit around and ask around about it. But and I got those big guys. I was fighting big guys and started on, so I was like, shit, I got to get my shit together. So I feel good, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I'm kind of learning as we go. So
you talk about fighting big guys and they don't get much bigger, right? What do you think about the matchup when they gave you this one?
The bigger the better, eh? So they say.
Do you have to do anything special to prepare for somebody like that? I mean, I don't guess you could find very many training partners that can mimic that.
Yeah, I did. I've got big legs.
Oh, yeah, pretty well.
So, yeah. Got Charles Joyner. He's up there. He's call him legs for a reason. So I feel like I'm prepared as well as I can be.
Very nice. Last thing for me. So obviously the goal is always to win, but I mean, do you feel like you're coming out like you got to make a statement and show people something, show people what you are different this time?
I think over my time in the UFC, I think I've learned don't be the young bull and try to get it all at once. I think I'm ready for a 3-round fight, and not just physically but mentally. I think before I wasn't really mentally thinking like that. You know what I mean? So. I'm definitely ready to fight 3 5s, but you know me. Once we're in there, and if I see the opening, I'm gonna definitely go for it.
So you spoke about going to America, and you went to AKA, right?
Yep.
Can you just talk to me about that experience? What's it like training with Daniel Cormier and people like that?
It's a bit of a wake-up call, eh? Like, kind of shows you where you're at in terms of my fighting's good. I'm a good fighter. But when it comes to MMA, I kind of had to, and I'm an honest fella. I'm pretty honest, and being like in Australia, you might be in a room with 3 killers or 1 killer. And walking in a room with 100 of them, it opens your eyes and it kind of, gives you a benchmark of where you're at. So, but to be offered and to be welcomed as I did at AKA by DC and by Harv and by the boys, couldn't ask for anything better, So.
Am I right in thinking there's an old friend of yours we used to train at?
Titties?
Yes. Well, his name's Justin Willis, but I mean...
Bitch tits, I told you. He's a bitch.
Did he have to leave?
I told him to come down to the gym and sort it out if he wanted to, but when the truth comes, the truth comes.
But he left.
He ain't about it.
You said about you've gone through some, different training. You feel physically better. Have you lost a bunch of weight or put on muscle? You look good.
Nah, yeah. Stopped eating KFC for a bit. Got got some, yeah, just taking it a bit more professional. You know what I mean? I'm a bit of a clown. I like to have fun. I like to get on the piss, as you do. But like I said, 3 losses will kick anyone in the ass, you know. So and that's where I had to be honest with myself, and I don't want to lose again, man. I'm not a loser. So.
When you talked about going to the gym and seeing 100 killers in a room, that could, I think, if you especially on the back of a couple of losses, that could either motivate you to try and get better, or it could maybe even say to you like, "Fuck, I'm never going to get to that level." What did it do for you?
I'm a killer, so that's what I am a killer, so that's what I do, and just to be around those guys, it makes you want to be better at doing what you're doing. And look who it is. It's it ain't just it ain't no titties. It's DC and Hart, you know, and Cain Velasquez. These guys are guys I looked up to and real killers. So it motivated me. Yeah, it didn't shy me away for sure. That's for sure. I'm keen to go back, and I'm keen to learn. You know, these guys have wrestled their whole lives. We punch on our whole lives in Australia, but we don't get to wrestle and get amongst it like they do.
And last thing from me, obviously your personality is well known. Cormier is a bit of a joker himself. What was the vibe like actually in the gym?
Well, that was the thing, you know. He welcomed me, and we kick it good. So we're both clowns. We're both loud. We both talk shit. We're good for each other.
Tai, on Saturday, how close were you to doing a shoey when the Panthers got through to the grand final?
I'm switched on. But this week is the grand final. And when we win that, and when I win my fight, shoeys all around. I'm ready to let loose, that's for sure.
Has the pandemic slowed people from asking for shoeys, or is everybody still down the second they see you?
We're Aussies, brother. We don't give a shit. Yeah, we don't give a shit. Oh, some people might, but not where I'm from. Oh, we got worse things to worry about catching, I think. Yeah, you can. I'll leave that up to you.
What was the first day on the mats like with DC and Cam?
Just fucking tired. Like I went a bit fat too, so I was like, it was the first day I did four fives with DC, and I was just like, shit, better stop eating. So yeah, it was an eye opener, but DC was kind of big himself, so it was good.
Actually, the walkout on a Saturday night is going to be pretty quiet, you know, no crowd, and it's a very short walkout. So are we going to get the Tai Tuivasa special with the tunes, or what's going to happen?
It's not a big walk.
No, not really.
Well, that means the slower I walk. I'll just walk slower, yeah. Just walk slower.
Good.
Great.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.